it's a tiny gamer, and yeah, this is the. Sorry if I'm sniffling. I'm recording this early Sunday morning, so it's 12:33 a.m. on February 16th. The event ends literally tomorrow. So I've got Khelda, and I've got Templeton to do the event with, and then I'm done. I'm only going to be recording the event parts, and then later on, I'll record some more so that the VOD is at least 2 hours. All right. I am leaving this area. Oh. Let's go to... Oh, Gridania is expensive. Yeah, let's go to... Run to Alda, and then I'll take the airship to Gridania. It's cheaper that way. Yes, I have the funds, but I would rather go the cheap route. Down. Okay. I'm so tired, but I want to finish this event for y'all. I also just got off work like an hour and a half ago. Pardon my sleepy, tired soundingness. Gridania. Alright. Let's go. I like that level. Question mark, question mark. The guild. The free company tag it. Don't. Don't. Okay, now I'm curious. I like to examine you. Don't ask. Don't ask. Really? You, company profile. That's hilarious. Don't ask. Okay. Oh. Roleplay only. Okay. your tag is Hope. Alright. ERBL. Do I want to know? Tribal? Tribal? Trailblazers. Yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of cool. No role-playing. Everything else. So you go from one to another. Okay. That's cool though. Koopo! Oh my god. Alright. I'm recording. Yes. I promise you a rose garden. Astrid has need of an adventurer to resolve a quandary in love. This quest is available for a limited time only. Greetings, good madam. I am Astrid de Valentione, emissary of ardor and affection. My fellows and I have come to help folks convey the depths of their hearts to a special someone this Valentine's Day. Oh, look at us in Khelda. It's ever so lovely to see you again, and precisely when I have need of a capable adventurer. Permit me to explain the situation. For this year's event, we are providing people with bouquets of roses to help them make their feelings known. But, as it happens, the botanist who is kindly providing us with the flowers, a man named Lorovic, appears to be having difficulties of his own in love. As emissaries, we should like nothing more than to assist him, but we're given to understand the situation is complicated. That being the case, might I trouble you to act in my stead? Sorry, we are in your debt. Without further ado, please seek out Lorovic and lend an ear to his woes. He is like to be at the Great Lone Brewery. Okay. Oh my god. Well, I seem a right mess right now. Just got off work. I'm tired. My eyes watering. And I've got the slight sniffles, which is making me have to clear my throat. I apologize. I don't know. Part of me is like, maybe I'm getting sick again, but the other part is hopefully not. It's just the weather. Oh, Siljin, my love, where have you gotten to? Ah, forgive me. I didn't notice you. Is there something you require? Ah, Miss Astrid sent you to assist me, you say. That is very kind of you both. You see, there is someone I desperately wish to find. Allow me to begin from the beginning. A few years ago, an Ishgardian botanist arrived here in Gridania. Siljin was her name, and in part due to our shared fondness of roses, we struck up a friendship. friendship that blossomed into love. The months that followed were the most wonderful of my life, filled with unforgettable days. But then one day, he disappeared without a word, leaving behind only the seeds of a rare variety of rose. The flowers being given out this Valentine's Day are grown from those very seeds. It was my hope upon hope that the word of them would reach her, and then she might be compelled to return to me. And as if in answer to my prayers, who should I spot in the crowd just now but her? She wore the rose earring I gifted her, so there's no mistaking it. Alas, as I made my frantic way towards her, she vanished amongst the throng. Please help me look for her, I beg you. I'm going to say, very well. I am in your debt. Now, Siljan is an Elysian maiden with silver hair. You'll want to keep an eye out for someone of that description who has the earring I mentioned. If you could search near Miqo'te's amphitheater, I will do the same in the ebony stalls. Afterwards, let us meet before Fenyi fineries. May the spinner lead us to Siljan. Okay, let's go back. Where are you holding flowers out to? May I help you? That he should go to such lengths to find me. I love him still, I truly do, and I'm too ashamed to meet him. I just wish to see the roses that lovers are giving one another. Please tell Lurbuck that he should look for me no more, that he should forget me. No. Yeah. And we're going to doing my best to try and do these recordings before my energy runs out. My voice is already starting to run out. I'll try to anyway. Recording with Templeton should be interesting. I'm afraid to say I had no luck. Dare I hope you're able to learn something? What? Forget her? You cannot ask me to do such a thing. Pray excuse my interruption. I am Sir Hightowan, a knight of House Helenart. Do I have the pleasure of addressing the botanist Lurbuck? The roses being distributed during the current festivities. May I ask where you acquired them? Those? Why, I grew them from the seeds given to me by my love, Siljan. it is indeed the drain coin, the rose permitted to be grown by none save our house. To think that she would bring it to such a foreign nation. You know Siljan? She tended House Helenart's rose gardens until a few years ago, when she vanished without a trace. Our house takes the rose for its symbol, and the drain coin is the foremost of all its species. Siljan had taken care of them on account of her skills. But when Corthus froze over in the calamity's wake, every last plant withered away. It was believed that she fled out of shame. When she entrusted me with the seeds, she made no mention of their importance. Why did she give them to me? This is all such a shock. Indeed, never did I imagine that the rose would end up not only surviving in a foreign land, but thriving. So the reason you seek Siljan is in order to bring her to account? While she has violated our laws, she has saved the drain coin from extinction. As such, I doubt she will face much of a punishment, if any. Nevertheless, my duty is to ascertain the truth of the matter. In that case, will you not allow me to search with you? Though Siljan bade me not to do so, I cannot bear to do nothing. Perhaps we can have her come to us instead, by devising a rumor that would draw her attention. Let us try it. As much as it chafes me to deceive her, I'll do what I must to see her again. And the question is what matter of rumor to employ. Have you any thoughts? I'm going to say Lorvik is to duel an Ishgardian knight. We wouldn't actually fight, of course. I can't wield anything save botanist tools. On the assumption that Siljan is aware of your limits, I dare say she would come out of worry for your safety. We needn't go as far as to cross swords. Yes, that may be... Yes, that may well work. As for the location, I believe the Great Long Grottery will be as suitable a place as any. Then it is settled. Let us split up and recruit some citizens to our cause. And lest we cause undue commotion, be sure to clarify 'tis but a ruse. Understood. We meet again at the Grottery. Okay. Oh, I apologize. What? A botanist will duel an Ishgardian knight in the Great Long Grottery. Don't tell me they're fighting over you. Oh, it's just a ruse to find his sweetheart. Well then, consider us part of it. When it comes to endeavors in love, we have to help one another. Okay. And then we can... Lorvik wishes to be reunited with his love, you say? It would be too tragic if they couldn't be together. You may count on us to spread this rumor far and wide. Oops. I clicked E instead of W. Wrong way. I would like, ooh, that setting was so good. I would like to not have the ticket. So you want this rumor to reach the woman with the rose earring. Very well, we shall help. The roses brought my love and I together. This would be a fine chance to get back. I should be glad to tell our other customers as well, in the spirit of the occasion. Should it happen to win me Lorbuck's favor and lead to a better deal with the guild for the blossoms we use in our popular rose tea, well, who am I to argue? Sorry. I'm truly grateful for your help, but I'm beginning to worry that Valentione won't come. You must, or else I would have suffered through all your lovesick rambling for naught. What? But I was merely expressing the wonders of true love. One day someone doesn't exist in your life. The next you cannot imagine life without them. Enough of that. Enough. Valentone, please wait. Lorbuck stands no chance against you. Do not hurt him, I beg you. The feud relates to you, doesn't it? Relates to you, does it not? Please, help me stop it. Oh, Valentone, at long last I've found you. Hear my words, my love. Valentone means me no harm, I assure you. I'm sorry for causing you alarm, but I couldn't bear the thought of never seeing you again, so I spread a false rumor, with help from Khelda and Sir Valentone. I've heard all about the Dragon Coin. Will you not tell me why you entrusted me with the seeds and left? Please believe me when I say it was for the sake of the Dragon Coin. The rose wasn't made for the extreme cold that had overtaken Corthus. Believing the conditions to be ideal in the Black Shroud, I brought the seeds here where I met you. But not only did I fail in my duty to my house, I violated its rules as well. I have no right to be happy. This is why I chose to entrust you with the seeds before disappearing. It was an unkind thing I did to you, and I'm truly sorry. When I heard that the roses would be handed out during Valentione's day, I couldn't help but come and see for myself, though I knew I couldn't stay. Oh, Siljan, to think that you carried such a burden. But whatever you may have done, you have every right to be happy. It is thanks to you that the Drancoin now adorns the city, bringing happiness to all. You are a brilliant botanist, and the guild will surely welcome you as a member. Will you not do the honor of growing roses beside me, my love? That's so cute. It is true, you violated the rules of House Helenart, yet you did so with a noble intent, and your actions saved our most precious rose from extinction. In recognition of this, I will speak in your defense, and I will make a recommendation to our house that we officially entrust the growing of the Drancoin to the Botanist Guild. Lorvik. Unworthy though I may be, I would gladly grow roses beside you for all my days. All's well that ends well. Perhaps you would like to say a few words to the happy couple? Okay. Khelda, Sir Titawan, Siljan and I are reunited, and it is thanks to the two of you. We shall go and share the happy tidings with Miss Astrid. My task is done, so I shall return to Ishgard. My own happy tidings that the Drancoin blooms once more. In due course, our house will send a representative to make arrangements regarding the care of the rose. Till next time, my young botanist, I bid you farewell. Will you not come with us to the amphitheater? I'm certain Miss Astrid will wish to see you too. Okay. Didn't mean to click on him this time. Welcome back. Welcome back. Lorvik and Siljan have told me all. On behalf of the emissaries, I thank you for helping them to find one another again. You couldn't have sent a better adventurer to my aid. We are in your debt as well, Miss Astrid. I must say, it is truly very tedious that the Drancoin should reunite the people who grew them. They are a wonderful token of one's love, and should you have a special someone in your heart, I urge you to present them with a bouquet as well. Yay! You have learned the emote bouquet. Achievement unlocked. Snowdrops on roses. Alright. Keep pressing the wrong button. Alright, and I'm gonna take a bit of a break, but here's what bouquet looks like. So cute. Alright, I will take a break and I'll be back. Okay, let me double check. Okay. I'm back. Alright. Where shall we go first? There's either the insulted intelligence, or you can't take it with you. Excuse me. What level am I? 40? I'm 40, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's do insulted intelligence. And map. Costa del Sol. Okay. And alright. My character look alright. Yeah. Okay, and let's see. This way. Okay. Where is my... Why does my brain keep doubting that I'm recording? I'm fine. Stop. Because it's happened before. Come on, Cryo. I can't wait till y'all can meet Cryo. Destination. Oops. It'd help if I was facing the right way. Okay. Back to the Goldsmith's Guild. Okay. Oops. Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. I was confused. Goldsmith Guild. Run, run, run. And then we're gonna go up here. Right there. Oh, that's cute. Is he see? Yep. Sitting on the crook of his arm. Oh, there's water. I'm like, what's down there? Have you brought the aetherometer? Aetherometer? Yep. There you go. It seems the device has suffered some damage. I suppose such things are unavoidable in this line of work. I must see to its repairs at once. That is, after all, why I put up here at the Goldsmith Guild. Oh my god. My aetherometer is no ordinary device. I came up with the elaborate design myself. Had the finest engineers at Garland Ironworks draft the schematics and then commissioned the most talented goldsmiths to fabricate it. Dargelt delivered the results of his outing not long ago. I must insist that you take your leave of me now. There is a wealth of data for me to analyze, and I fear that simply having you nearby will somehow affect the processing power of my brain. Oh my god. Repairing the aetherometer and determining which location to next investigate will require some time. Why don't you go and train those muscles of yours, or whatever it is you do in my absence? Oh, my roommate's home. Nice. I got thunderclap. A slave to the aether. Professor Eric seeks further aid in his ethereal research. Ah, dear Khelda, so good of you to trouble yourself to come. Normally I might be cross, but my spirits are far too high just now, and it is you I have to thank. I speak of the data you procured. It is simply marvelous. You have a true gift for grunt work, my friend. Oh my god. I wish I had 100 more assistants just like you. I have been in this field for a very long time, and I have been alone ever since that unfortunate mold tea fungus culture incident sparked my passion for research. I regret nothing. Save perhaps having to share so wondrous a world with souls as unlearned as yourself. Still, your performance has not left me completely bereft of joy. It is rewarding to think that my instruction has guided you to such success. There, how was that? Shall we dispense with any further pleasantries? Very good then. Hold on 1 second. I made yet another career-defining discovery while pondering which battleground to measure next. Eorzea is home to numerous locations where the aether is an intensely chaotic state, yet which never played host to any war. Yes. My hypothesis was that such flux in the aether was indicative of a past battle, and all my research was predicated upon this. But turn the theory on its head, if your mind is able. What if the people of the past chose ideas of rolling aether to hold their battles? Or roiling? I don't know that word, if it's not rolling. I have already sent the simpleton monk to take measurements at the fine sand banks. As you are doubtless unaware, this lies on the border between Alamigo and Gridania, and was the stage of the Autumn War. I ask that you find our monk friend and collect his aetherometer. Manual and tedious, yes, but he has an early make of the device that's unable to transmit data. I gather the numbskull is in Little Alamigo in southern Thanalan by this time. You think I ask much of you? False. I ask more. Your other task is to travel to Snake Molt in the South Shroud, and there take measurements with your own aetherometer. I will continue with my research here in your absence. Mind you, if you care to know aught of all of the Autumn War and the fine sand banks upon which it was fought, I will gladly enlighten you. You need only ask. An honest inquiry. That sad, wonderful moment when ignorant curiosity overcomes pride. Right then, let us begin. Okay. Let's ask about Bloodshore. Oh no, I think it was Fire Sand Bank. The Fire Sand Banks have a rich history indeed. They are found on the west shore by the Velodina River at the foot of a now extinct volcano overlooking the Rothlit Sound. The area is a sedimentary basin formed by the deposit of the fine silks and sand carried by the river. Today, it falls within the Gridanian territory. But in days past, it belonged to my own home nation, Alamigo. A century ago, King Manfred came to power in Alamigo and decided to expand the nation's territory in order to promote economic growth. To that end, he ordered the Alamigan army to undertake large-scale campaigns that would eventually lead to the onset of the Autumn War. Naturally, such action was met with vehement opposition from the other nations. Gridania, fearing encroachment along its border with Alamigo, placed the renowned lancer Vain Delion in command of its standing armies, and the war began. His opponent was Diobeard, the great general of Alamigo, a fervent believer in the fists of Rhaegar, and a man who enjoyed enormous popularity among the Alamegan people. The two leaders were loved by their troops, and at the outbreak of war, morale on both sides was very high. The armies clashed time and again all along the border, neither general yielding an ilm, but in a galling twist of fate for Gridania, Valentione suddenly took deathly ill. After no victor emerged following the Battle of Fine Sand Banks, Valentione devised a new strategy. He ordered his forces to retreat to Camp 9 Ives, fully intending for Gilbert to give chase. This would lure the Alamegans to terrain more favorable and familiar to the Gridanians. He passed, however, before he was able to see his plans executed. Now the man who would replace him, Osbern, was extremely ambitious and eager to prove his worth to the Seed Seers, having neither the mind nor patience for One character just jumped in the camera. Neither the mind nor patience for Valentione's defensive war. However, he ordered a frontal assault on the Alamegan position. When Gilbert learned of this plan, if plan it may be called, he secretly deployed troops to the most vital points along the fine sand banks. The Gridanian forces had scarcely entered the area before they began to suffer heavy losses from highly coordinated Alamegan ambushes. In response, Osbern ordered a forced march, permitting his troops no rest for several days as he attempted to surge through the region. Eventually exhausted, the Gridanians came to entrench themselves on a hill. But this is precisely what Gilbert had wanted. He surrounded the hill with 6,000 soldiers to deny the Forestborn any hope of retrieving water, and then proceeded to rain down barrage after barrage of arrows upon the encampment. In this seemingly hopeless position, the morale of the Gridanians quickly dwindled. Following two failed attempts to break free, Osbern himself led the van in a third and final charge. In the end, Gridania was defeated. Osbern and several of his officers were captured, and the legendary staff Bostrom, lent him by one of the Seed Seers, was taken. This abject defeat accounted for what little morale remained among his surviving troops, and they beat a desperate retreat to 5 Hangs, with the relentless Alamegans harrying them every step of the way. Gilbert's victory brought him ever greater accolades from his country, and as a result, both he and the fists of Rhaegar came to wield considerable political power. And that is a brief history of the fine sand banks. No, you needn't thank me. Knowing there is a little less ignorance in the world is all the reward I require only. I don't remember some of the other stuff he says about the rest, but let's just go through these again. I need hardly mention that the Sylvian civilization is now centuries gone. Khelda was plunged into chaos in the wake of King Lalawifu's demise, or the King of Springs as he was known. Despite the success of his economic reforms, the tax increases he imposed did not sit well with his subjects. This, coupled with the prolonged sequence of untimely droughts, fermented unrest among the people, and in time sparked violent unrest throughout the kingdom. Khelda was not alone in his want for water. Olda, too, felt the effects of the droughts. The Sultan at the time, Sasagan ul Sisagan. Perhaps you recognize the Old name. The current Sultana, Nanamo ul Namo, represents the second Old dynasty. He is Sasagan's distant descendant. Now, where was I? Yes, right. So, Sasagan ordered an attack on Khelda to claim the water resources discovered as a result of Lala Wefu's flood control acts. But the royalty and nobility of Khelda would not remain idle. They mobilized their nation in the face of this crisis, and the people fought with great tenacity against the Oldan threat. The full strength of both nations met in battle, and the end result was an odorous, protracted conflict. Though arguably more desirable than surrender, the ruling Kheldan elite took little pleasure in having succeeded in uniting the theretofore Uerlius citizenry to fight. For despite all they accomplished, every day spent waging war, dragging the nation's financial affairs. Every day they spent waging war dragged the nation's financial affairs, which you will recall had only just been brought under control, back into the mire. To bring an end to the long military deadlock, Khelda devised and set about implementing a perverse yet ambitious strategy. It sought to zombify the deceased among its army, that they might fight again. At first it appeared to have worked, yet at the height of hostilities, the Chaldeans lost control over their necrotic creations. The undead turned on their masters, and long before the zombification had spread to the majority of the population. Oh, and before long, the zombification occurred. Ever knowing an opportunity when they saw one, the Old Dons used this to justify their war, now proclaiming it as a crusade to send these zombies to Zal. After seeing to the extermination of all zombies outside the city, they then sealed the gates of Khelda, entrapping both the living and past within. And that, in brief, is the history of the fall of Khelda. I only pray that your feeble mind is able to retain it. The study of Aether. I shall tell you yet again of the study of Aether. As I laboriously explain, Aether is not only the source of all magics, also the fount of all life. Yet despite its ubiquity, it remains imperceivable to the senses of man. When a living thing passes, Aether comprising its life is released. It has been learned that when the discharge takes place, a portion of that Aether remains, lingering in the physical realm. No doubt you have come across ethereal crystallizations in the course of your travels. All scholars now agree that these are the physical manifestations of great concentrations of Aether. I have a theory, however, that they are not the only such manifestations. Allow me to give you an example. Even you can allow me to give you an example even you can understand. That of ghosts, spirits, disembodied souls. Apparitions of the deceased come back to haunt and generally unnerve us. False. These are nothing more than the luminescent glow of aether in the atmosphere. It is possible, though highly unlikely, that you are asking yourself, why a portion of the aether remains? Right, well, the amount of aether that can shift between the physical and ethereal realms in any given instant is limited. I call this the ethereal threshold. Any aether present in excess of that threshold is left behind. The more violent or dramatic the loss of life, the greater the amount of inner aether released to take the form of crystals or remain imperceivably in the atmosphere. And you surely recall the scene I identified as the most apt to produce such violent passing. On the field of battle it stands to reason, therefore, that though the ethereal measurement of such sites, I will be able to reconstruct details of the wars waged upon them. And that is why the military historian has a deeply vested interest, or why this military historian has a deeply vested interest in the subject of aether. Despite all that we know, however, many mysteries remain. The study of aether will no doubt continue to yield fascinating and awe-inspiring discoveries for years to come. Of that I am certain. Okay. And then blood sugar. Very well. Prepare to learn all you ever cared to know, and more of the land known as Bloodshore. The sanguine nomenclature derives from a truly horrific battle which took place some 50 years ago. The two greatest pirate fleets of the day, the League of Lost Bastards and the followers of Richard Misbeard, met one another at sea just off the coast. To this day, none can say with certainty who shot first, nor why. Mayhap there was no good reason at all. All know the two pirate leaders loathe one another, and when dealing with pirates, little more than that is needed to ignite a war. By the by, here, let me take a drink. By the by, it just so happened that the head of the League of Lost Bastards, one Lofhis, was father to the current admiral of Limsa. It is told the old sea dog wished for his daughter to take command of his fleet upon his passing. But that is a tale for another time. Suffice it to say, a shot was fired, and the mightiest pirate armadas in the realm came to fight one of the bloodiest naval battles in Eorzean history. All told, 7 galleys were sunk that day, and dozens of smaller warships. 4 of the 7 galleys went down in mere moments. When at last the smoke cleared and the cannons fell silent, hundreds lay passed on the ocean's bottom. It is said the foam from the tides was tinged red with blood for days after the battle, and bodies washed ashore for weeks to follow. So, as you can see, geographically and historically, and inextricably linked, are inextricably linked. Regrettably, the region has recently been purchased by a wealthy Alban merchant named Gigaruju. He has chosen to turn a blind eye to the land's history and has taken to calling it Costa del Sol. And I believe I will stop there concerning Bloodshore, and allow your feeble brain to process all that it is hurt. Okay. Alright. Okay. So Camp Dry Bone. Alright, let's go. There you are. A ballpoint chisel, you say, and a pair of needle-nose pincers. Those things don't come cheap, you know. I know, here's some gun. Balls. I mean, yes, that should be sufficient payment. Nice doing business with you. Heh. Oh, now I gotta go to August. Oh, I love this one. Oh. This way. I overshot by a little bit. Oop. I unlocked my toolbar. Or my action bar. Have you brought the tools I requested? Yes, I did. Here you go. Let me fix myself in my chair. Something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, this sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how? How did I do it? These hands, my hands, they moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. Pardon me, this was a mistake. Please give the Horo Lodge, the Sister Eluned. The man who once owned it is currently in her care, and I think it best that I be returned to him. Alright. Ooh, excuse me. Good morrow to you, madam. Have you come to pay your respects to this man? Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say that it measures the passing of time? Mayhap they are more common in Garlemald. I am given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Marcus said that it belonged to the deceased. Oh dear. You don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garlean spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But, mayhap more importantly, How did Marcus manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. Okay, let's see what I got. Is that gonna help me? Yes. Nice. Oop. Oh, I need face wear. Yes, you can get glasses now. I need some glasses. Reassign gear. Yes. Bringing out the dead. Sister Eluned is staring at you with great sadness in her eyes. I recognize you now. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are pleasantly being removed from the waking sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. So I have to... Oh, okay. So let's... Uh-oh. Hold on 1 second. Let me change my earphones. Okay. So... Streamlabs OBS crashed on me and scared the crap out of me because I thought I lost my recording. And it's like, oh no! Well, what happened was, I had one set of wireless earbuds in, and they gave the power low warning, so I had to put them back in the case to get charged again. And when I was swapping out to my other pair, Streamlabs OBS crashed. But it looks like that clip was saved. Thank God. Ugh. Alright, so let's continue. Oops. You don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll turn ye away, no sir. As you can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the lich yard they go. Be thankful you don't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. It was the stuff of nightmares, I tell you. God's damned Imperials. I don't know what the quarrel they had with these folks, and I sure as hell don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Hey, ain't I seen you around here before? Or do you have one of them faces? Ah, never mind. Any road. There's a carriage come to haul the bodies to the lich yard out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I have a mind to leave the remainder to you. This one says battery low too? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Hold on a second. Okay. Well, I'll wear these as long as I can. Okay. Alright. And let's here. Oh, that's right, Chocobo Keep. What happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss them in the back. Ain't like they'll complain if you're rough. Oh, shit. Well, ain't you a strong one? 4 in one trip? Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. Okay. Gather the remaining corpses. Where? Oh, yeah. Oh, these now. What does my... Keep saying battery low. What's my battery like? Let me look real quick. %. Oh my god. Very well. I have my wired as the last resort backup if I have to use them. Come on, let's finish this before I pass up old age. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. Reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the lich yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them that our work here is done. Okay. So we're going to go back. Teleport back to Camp Drybone. Oh, that's right. No, not the bird. There we go. The burb is a lot. I mean, like, yay that I have it, but oh my god, it's so much. It's so big and it's so bright on the eyes. I see that you have decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so, you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that, for many, the passing came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect, and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. Okay. Bury me not on the lone prairie. Sister Elu Ned wishes to discuss one of the scions who perished at the Waking Sands. Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. Oh, the little sylph. We would like you to return this one to her people, the sylphs of Little Solace. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with sylphic traditions. Okay. Oh, Neuraxia. That's right. That's what her name was. The baby. Alright, that. Actually, while I'm here, since this second set of earphones is saying that battery's low, I'm going to swap out to my wired headphones and plug these in. So give me just 1 second. All right. Oops. Turn that off. I don't like this fate. There we go. Okay. This one is surprised to see Walking One in Little Solace. How can these ones assist Walking One? Oh, gee. Guys. I'm so sorry. Neuraxia. But this one does not understand. I know you don't. Oh. Amuzio. This one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Oh no. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solus, but why? These ones have not requested further aid. Neuraxia, how did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. Oh my god, you guys. So, not only Neuraxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Neuraxia. Neuraxia went to Thanalan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Neuraxia at the end. Tell this one that Neuraxia was brave. Tell this one that Neuraxia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Neuraxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank praying ones. Tell praying ones that these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial ones must pay. Imperial ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Neuraxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. Oh my gosh, poor thing. Okay. And then we go back. Let me settle myself in my chair. Yeah, these poor wired earbuds are on their last legs. Like they're literally falling apart. Falling apart as in like there's a piece of one of the headphones missing. Like it's a small little piece, but still like broke off somewhere. Honestly, I hope, fingers crossed, I'm able to find, because the current wired earbuds I have now, the wire is just long enough that I could sit at my desk comfortably, have like a little tiny bit of slack from where it's connected to my computer, or where it's plugged in, and where I sit and have my mic and my camera. But I'm going to do I got these on Amazon. If I can do another Amazon search and hope upon hope I can find these again, I'll grab another pair. Or I might grab like a couple pairs. Because I think these are like under $10. They're cheap, but they get the job done. We thank you for your service to the church and to the selves. You may be pleased to know that, in your absence, we interred the remaining scions in the lich yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please, take a rest and set aside your burdens for now. Okay. They won't do anything though. Nice, level up. There you are. You have a quest. Eyes on me. Marcus believes he is being watched. I'm not imagining it. I know I'm being watched. This is different. Sinister. It is as if I am under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when last I ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It would only take a moment. Oh my gosh. Oh, kind of there. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, you were being watched. You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he, perhaps, know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please, allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Elude must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It is important, I think. It is important. I think others may come for me again. Okay. Heavens forfend that such a thing should happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? This is Garlean steel, which means the man who was watching Marcus was... Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. Ooh, I get you, boo. Hey, Alfionode.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Cid Garland. I have come for you.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Kaatapoh. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait, Hear me, Cid. Eorzea needs you.
Panzer is all of a sudden trying to open my door? Got the zoomies. Scared me. Oh my god.
Sid, was it? Here. These belong to you.
I heard my roommate laughing. So I think what happened is he found the laser pointer and he's making Panzer do the zoomies into my door while I'm trying to record. Because Panzer really hasn't done zoomies in a long time. But that would make him do zooms.
I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right.
Blowing off some energy for the cat.
Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life.
Oops.
But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you? Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
I have an airship?
Yep.
Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity, so let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
There we go. Much better.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
He who waited behind. Father Elude has some parting words for you and the others. What a curious twist of fate that Master Cid Garland would at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity. Much like the Great Gobu Wall of Olda, it states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gordania toward Korthus. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Falgord Float, the closest settlement to Korthus. Mayhap the Serpents stationed there have records of the events that transpired that day. I had hoped you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray, look after yourself and Cid. Alright. We're gonna go to... Oh. Is there aught I can assist you with, miss? The Enterprise? You speak of Master Garlong's ship, yes? Aye. I needn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Korthus. What became of it after that, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Fortifont at Lorental's Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garlong's caliber to fly it? I hear that the machinery is fiendishly complex. Okay, oh, you're right there. Oh, right there. You have come in search of Vortifort? Art? Then well met, you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Corthus. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. Cold reception. Vortifuart wishes to tell you of the final flight of the Enterprise. It was on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen splits the sky overhead. I can only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Corthus. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Ishgardian who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalma descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may begin to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. Oh, that was a mouthful. Okay. Oh. Am I? Oh, I need to travel through that territory. Map of the realm. Corthus Central. Alright. Cool. All snowy and cold. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Turian there? And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ah, how absurd. As if I would permit an outsider to pursue the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands. but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Wow. Okay. The unending war. Sir. How do you say that name? Sir Ludovux is doing his utmost to intimidate you into leaving. Alone have mercy, are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. And where in the hells is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House Durinder, as is mine. Okay. Let's search for your missing person. Right there. Beep beep. Bump bump. There you are. I found you. Oh. If it wasn't for you, miss, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Passing was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. Okay. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, miss. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may pursue their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Ed and Mealy. Ah, the lady come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovux be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Mort up above. Okay. Whee! Stairs! There you are. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Lamort. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Golame. Golemy. You honor us with your presence, sir. This lady was just leaving. You must be the one who rescued House Durantair's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in Corthus 5 years ago, yes? You've come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Corthus. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. I was not aware you had aided House Durantair in that fashion. Thank you, madam. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Well... Man of honor. Josiah is attempting to attract your attention. You there, madam. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require you to perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixol in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort to me. Hiccups and yawns. So many stairs. All right. Where are you? This. Oh. Friends. Oh. And you are on my list. Oh, wait, I completed it. Yeah. Help you. What a relief to see someone other than a gosh darn Birdman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... Wait, who are you? You are not of our knights. A man of House Durian there cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, ma'am. Wow. Rude. You're welcome, by the way. Saved his life, and he basically gave me a brother. What's that? What's that, brother? Ugh. Is that my tail? Oh my god, it is. That's cute. I just came up the hard way. Okay. Up all these stairs. arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. Ah, you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Duriandar is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Drabian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Ortelane for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Duriandar carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Okay. Down no. Oop. Wait, I don't go up there. Oh, maybe I do. Oh, or maybe I don't. Oh, sir. Okay. Came up here for nothing. Oops. Going down. Okay. Wanted to check my recording. Okay. And then out. Oh, him. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics, and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses. I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses? It is only fitting that you aid us one final time. Wouldn't you agree? Ooh. Oh, that's right, my thigh boots. There we go. Three for 3. Lord Portelane requires that you perform a 3rd task on behalf of House Duriandar. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a woman of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks, was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, He would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Alienart, further improving the chances that they may indulge your request for aid. Ooh, that was a bit of a mouthful. Okay. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Buckish. Ooh, someone wants to fight. Oh, really? Hundreds. Oh, yeah? Okay. I know she's a big mount too, but at least she doesn't blind me like the Phoenix does. Have you good tidings to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? God bless you, friend. It's all here. Every last... but wait. That chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells. That's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me. A draconian rosary? In the possession of Lord Francel? Yet perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Alienart is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, miss. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Alienart. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. The Rose and the Unicorn. Sir Ariel Oates has something very important to tell you. Come closer, lass, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is a godly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Alienart for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no money, no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he will know you for a friend. Now go. Panzer is bound and determined to come in my room. Hello. Well, I'm almost done recording. And then I can give you all the attention that you want. Okay, BB? I know. I know. Ow! No, no, no. No, no, no. No biting. I'm recording. He's giving me little play nips. It's like, Beeb, no. I love you, but no. I'm going. Oh, right there. Okay. I didn't see it at first. Right. Oh. Well. Yes? You look as though you have something to say, do you? Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket? Or are you happy to see me? Oh my god, what happened? Oh, it worked! I see, sir. Arielot has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Korthus since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner pass than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, or if they harbor even the slightest doubt, this will only add weight to the insistent accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompensate you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship. I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Ardefont of House Fortemps commands a garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. almost an hour. And then previously I did, let's see, 10 minutes. Nine. 30. Okay. All right, let's leave. Oops. Let's say, how do I leave? Oh, this one has an atheroid I can connect to. No, I don't want to be part of it. No. Sorry. I was about to say, you're not going to follow me in the city, are you? Wait a minute. Maybe. Let's see if I can. Oh. Now let's get in the city. Oh, there's a checkable person. What is my... Oops. I have 1,330 company seats. Okay, good to know. Oh, there's Sid and Alfia node waiting for me. Okay, let's touch this. Okay. The unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not the one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes. The letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Korthus before the calamity 5 years ago? Excuse me. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events. For while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Kaatapoh, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fortemps. Hey. Okay. The Talk of Korthus. Lord Arudefant has a proposal for how you might participate in his investigation. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Fortemps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each houses who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make inquiries of your own. Lady Nine of mine own house Fortemps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also Pravelin of House Helenart, who can be found at Skyfire Locks. Though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Uriander yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Fortemps. Do not concern yourself with House Desmail. I shall contact them myself. Take the counsel of the three I mentioned and return to me when finished. Okay. Alright, so I think this is a good place to go ahead and stop for now. And in the next VOD, I'll be doing the Little Ladies Day events, and we will be continuing with the quests of the Talk of Corthus. So that's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay happy, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!